The for-of loop is a powerful construct in JavaScript used for iterating over iterable objects, such as arrays, strings, maps, and more. This loop is particularly useful for accessing the values of an iterable without having to manage the loop counter manually. Let's look at a simple example that iterates over an array and prints each element. So letFruits is an array of apple, banana, and cherry, and then for letFruit of fruits, let's console log fruit, and we get apple, banana, and cherry. As you can see, this simple construct allows us to iterate over an array without managing the loop counter. We only have to declare a variable that holds the value of the current element being iterated over, and then use the of keyword with an object that can be iterated over. The for-of loop can also be used to iterate over the characters of a string. Let message is hello, and then for let char of message, let's console log a char. And the output is a list of characters used in the message. Despite being a primitive type, strings in JavaScript can be treated as iterable objects. When you perform operations on a string that require it to act like an object, for example, using methods or properties, JavaScript automatically wraps the string primitive in a string object. This temporary string object provides methods and properties, including the iterable protocol. This dual nature of strings in JavaScript, being both primitive and iterable, makes them very versatile and easy to work with in different contexts. Let's take a look at another example, this time with objects. So let users will be an array of objects, and then first object is object with properties name Alice, age 25. Then the second object is name Bob, age 30. And the last object will be name Charlie, age 35. And now for let user of users, let's print a message. Username is user age, years old. And this gives us an output with a message about each user name and age. To sum up, the for-of loop provides an easy way to iterate over arrays and strings without managing the loop counter. It has the following syntax: a variable, which is a variable that holds the value of the current element being iterated over; an iterable, which is an object that can be iterated over, for example, an array or a string; and a code block, which is a block of code to execute on each iteration of the loop.